mixing things up here from both teams. OpTiC Gaming, of course, they can't be shown up by Below Zero, surely the underdogs in this one. And of course, on the flip side, Below Zero want to give it to one of the best teams in the world. So let's see what they can do. Rel, who are we kicking it off with?
We're going to kick things off with Nadeshot here, a heavy objective player, and I think he really does shine when it comes to search and destroy. So here comes the sniper rifle, and surprisingly by an OpTiC member there, and he's just going to hold back. Nobody actually made the push up top A.
No, which is really surprising, actually. So look at the huge rotation here down towards the bottom side of the map. Who is that? That's Wolf coming at you. Wolf just coming out of the bushes there. He's coming stalking up on this OpTiC squad. He's going to find one just to his left, perhaps up on top of that roof. If he has a look, spots one, gets him. That's Crim6 taking an early fall here. And before you know it, Rel, 2 players of OpTiC Gaming are already down.
Oh yeah, I mean, when it comes to Hardpoint Solar, I'm sure that OpTiC Gaming have bad memories of that. It was the only map that they did drop against FaZe Red during the NA regionals to actually qualify for their position here at Call of Duty World Championships, where they came in first seed, let's not forget, going up against Below Zero now, on board with Nadeshot still, trying to scout out a player as we see a 2 versus 3 situation.
Yeah, he saw one player pass that doorway. As soon as he saw another on those stairs, he very wisely backed up. He knows that he's only got Formal to back him up right now, so it's a 2v3 situation. Numbers game is against him, but Nadeshot gets assaulted unaware there, but Godlike still carrying his form from the last game to take down Formal. We now have a 1v2. Nadeshot, the only one left alive. He needs to make a clutch move, takes out one. The player up on Nadeshot. Almost going clutch there. I thought Godlike was going to choke, but Rel, he picks it up and takes 2 kills in this first round.
Yeah, great play from Godlike. He is going to get both of those kills and the defuse as well. First round goes towards Below Zero. Some great search and destroy play from them. I've got to say, even though they are 1 round down, I'm still favouring OpTiC Gaming to bring this one back, you know.
Yeah, look, I mean, OpTiC Gaming, their experience, their professionalism, they've been good under pressure many, many times before. But look, who's hungry for this, Rel? I know Below Zero really love it. I know they really want this, and I mean, to show it up to OpTiC Gaming would be quite impressive.
There we go. Well, Godlike, he is top fragging for his team just off the back of that first round. Nice tactical grenade goes out as he does shut down Nadeshot. Formal cleans up Assault.
Yeah, he's doing really well here. Godlike 3 for nothing right now here in the S&D. And of course, in that previous game in the hardpoint, he's the one that went huge for his team, chucked him in the backpack. They all did some cohesive pushes there on those hardpoints. And here in the S&D, he's still going to work and Formal. Before you know it, the only one left alive for OG up against Godlike in the 1v1. Formal just showing how it's done there in the 1v1. He just gave it to Godlike.
Oh my goodness, and Formal does manage to pull off the 1 versus 3 and get the defuse as well there on a hot 4 streak and 5 kills under his belt. Great play from him, and Formal's just starting to get fired up for this now, and he needs to. This is search and destroy. This is the game type I would expect OpTiC Gaming to walk away with.
Yeah, well, he just gave these kids a spanking there in that 1v3, and this is what they need to shift the momentum back in their favor. They're going to be back on the attack here. These guys from Below Zero have a challenge ahead of them to defend against this big push. Formal, he's going to be running point here with that SMG as per usual. He's going to probably going around this corner here, waiting to see if there's going to be someone popping out, expecting to jump up just to check for that scope. He'll spot one on the far side. Decides to go for it. There's the jump up, gets the easy 2-piece. Godlike delivers it to him on a platter. Excellent timing there from Formal. He waited for it, but since the player was sitting so still, he's like, whatever, man, I'll go for the long range.
Oh, well, Formal is going for the challenge. He wants another kill, and he's going to get it against Assault as he gets shut down. Wolf is left all on his own now to take out 4 of the OpTiC Gaming members, and boy, this is going to be a struggle for him.
It's going to be Formal. How dirty is this, though? He got the 1v3 last round. He's got 3 players so far. Wolfie coming out to challenge Crim, and who was that? I'm not actually sure who that was from OG who picked that up, but if that was Formal, he just got the ace there on Below Zero. And no, it wasn't. It was Scump. So Scump ended up cleaning that one up. But look, you must mention Formal getting 6 kills in the last 2 rounds.
Yep, and that is exactly it. So it was actually Scump who threw himself around that corner, went for the challenge. I mean, at the end of the day, they had the man advantage. They knew they could do that. Throw everything they've got it in, they will come out on top. But this is just a Formal show for OpTiC. 8-1 after just 3 rounds of search and destroy is absolutely phenomenal. We are going to stay on board with the attacking side as per usual. This time, let's see what's going on with Reppin.
Yeah, Rapid, of course, he's always bringing it in these games. The high pressure, high intensity games, He did it against Caliber, and he's doing it again against OpTiC Gaming. Crim6 takes an early fall, uncharacteristically so. So Rapid has now got even money in his KD, and look at this, a very fast plan from these guys at below zero. Rapid gets two, gets three. Oh my gosh, Scump, the only one left alive from OpTiC Gaming, and you know who's hungry for it? Weapon's hungry for it. These guys are going to be dancing very close to each other. Scump, obviously, on this third platform rail, he needs to stay alive right now.
Yeah, Scump, a real star player in that OpTiC Gaming squad. Trying to flank around, trying to find a kill, but he gets cut off guard as it does now get tied up 2-2. I mean, OpTiC Gaming historically have a bit of a tradition here at Call of Duty World Championships. 2 third places they have, and I know that this OpTiC Gaming squad, tipped to be the first place runners for this tournament, are looking to advance a lot further than this stage.
Rel, how much is this deja vu of the Caliber match?
This is exactly, I couldn't have put it better myself. So this is when Team Caliber faced up against Below Zero. The first hardpoint game went 2-3-6 to 2-2-4 in favor of Team Caliber, and then it went 6-5 to Team Caliber last round. And the way this is panning out, I mean, we're probably going to be seeing a round 11, in Maniac.
Is that the early prediction from you, Rel? All right, we're going to be seeing a round 11 here from OpTiC Gaming and Below Zero. Pressure's on for that to happen now. Nadeshot, he's going to be trying to prove Rel wrong, though, shutting this down early if he can. He does have that bell in hand, rocking the slightly negative KD, but we're still very early. It's only round 5 of this S&D. Formal, he's out here in the open, cleans one player up from the guys of Below Zero. So the numbers game now in the favor of OpTiC Gaming. You see that bomb there trying to move very sneakily along the catwalk over to that B side. Crim6 just taking his time, though, obviously wanting to clear out these players first.
Oh yeah, Crim6 hungry for a kill here. 4 rounds of search and destroy passed, currently in the 5th, and he's yet to kill anybody, but he is going to go for that bomb plant. 2 versus 2. Formal is no doubt going to be coming to support him very shortly, but he's completely caught repping an assault of God. There was nobody to defend that side.
How smooth was that rotation?
Yeah.
He completely trolled me. I thought he was definitely heading over to B side, and he jumped straight up. Thought he was just going to be checking it, but no. Fast rotation over there onto A Street, rips out the Moore's thermal, and he's just going to be looking down the street, waiting for these easy picks.
There we go. Crim6 still staying alive alongside Formal, just going to go on board with Reppin and Assault. They've got the work to do with the defuse. Reppin's going to go down all to Assault, evens things up. 1 versus 1 now, and the defuse.
Yeah, that was a pretty ruthless challenge by Assault. Formal needs to come out and check this. Assault spotted him. They need the kill, but of course he needs to go for that defuse. Instead decides to go for the kill. He does at least get the consolation kill Assault, but of course he is too late to get the defuse, so you're going to be seeing OpTiC Gaming get that round. So after 5 rounds, OpTiC Gaming are ahead, 3-2.
Oh yeah, and Formal played that perfectly there. I mean, he spotted the player, he knew that he wasn't going for the defuse, so he just tucked himself away behind that container, made sure that he stayed alive so that he could check it with the 7.5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, look, it was played very, very well by both teams there. 1 round separating these guys, and of course, Below Zero now on the attack once again. Rel, tell me how you're feeling about both of these teams' gameplay so far. I think they're both just playing it really well. It's going that round for round.
Oh yeah, and I think it's just the same old story here. As I say, for Below Zero, they play so well under pressure. They're going up against the favourites to take the Call of Duty World Championship title, and they are bringing it to them. They've lost the first map, but only just. They're motivated, they're pumped, and they know they're in with a shot of taking this.
Let us know how pumped you guys are at home by tweeting with that official hashtag, which is CoD Champs 2015. Don't forget to be watching the competition tomorrow as well, where we'll be having a special preview of the Ascendance Call of Duty map pack, which will be coming out exclusively or first on Xbox on the 31st of March. However, the defuse here coming from the guys of OpTiC Gaming, and they're going to be going ahead here by 2 rounds. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, Rel. I'm pretty sure we saw Caliber go ahead by a couple of rounds, and then Below Zero were able to come back. I think it was something like that.
If my memory serves me correctly, I think that was so. But in any case, it did go down right to the wire on a 5-5 game. This is just a Formal show right now. He has more kills than all of his teammates combined ×2. That is how well he's playing here on this search and destroy. I'd say that, but actually, because another kill was made there, so he's just short of that. But still, a really impressive margin. 13 kills and only 3 deaths for Formal.
That is amazing from Formal. Would you expect anything less, though? I mean, he's rocking it so good with this barrel. He does have that thermal in his back pocket waiting. Wolf was the man dropped earlier on here in this round. And look, we're about to see a gun battle. Scump coming off worse in that one. Assault picking it up, but Formal evening things up before Godlike for the guys from below zero responds. We now have a 2v2 situation of Formal Nadeshot versus Godlike and Reppin.
There we go, Formal just getting eyes on the bomb, but he does get shut down, leaving things down to Nadeshot, 1 versus 2, up against Reppin and Godlike.
Yeah, and Reppin, he's been going huge, and Godlike as well. Both of these players, Nadeshot trying to shut it down. It's not going to happen. Godlike picking up the kill there. So the next round is, of course, going to be going to these guys from below zero. 4-3, back to a 1-point margin. We're going to be seeing those guys from OpTiC on your screen. That's Nadeshot leading the charge. And the look on his face is probably a bit of confusion. I don't think he'd be expecting such a challenge from these guys at below zero, but they're bringing it here today at the Call of Duty World Championship presented by Xbox.
Yeah, and it's just crazy to see the kill-death spreads of each individual player. I mean, when you look at it mathematically, Formal has 14 times the kills on this Search and Destroy as Crimsix. So Crimsix is going to have to start picking things up, but it doesn't matter all that much just yet. OpTiC Gaming are still leading this, but it is going to be the quick plant here by below zero.
Yeah, Salt picking up the big two-piece on Scump and Nadeshot. Formal and Crim respond by taking down Godlike, and also Reppin takes a fall there by Crim, so that's going to be leaving one alive. That's Wolf. The bomb has been planted over on B, and of course he's just watching that. 2 players left alive, Formal and Crimsix. Formal, of course, the man, he's going absolutely nuts right now. He is going a whole bag of nuts as he picks up yet another kill and is going in for the defuse. 9 seconds left there. Oh my gosh. That was some great work there by the guys of OG Formal. Wow.
Yeah, crazy play from Formal. 16 kills in just 8 rounds of Search and Destroy. That's a ridiculous number. It's the most that I've seen so far this Call of Duty World Championship on a Search and Destroy that I've casted over, and we're not even finished. There's still rounds to play.
The only time we've seen more than that, or I personally know of, has been Khalifa in the online qualifiers where he got 17 kills and also 20 in another game. So I'm picking Formal here. He could potentially pick up another one, depending, of course, if OG can shut it down right now.
Here we go. The plant is going down. It's Crimsix who took the bomb all the way, and it goes down on A, the conventional bomb plant there. Crimsix just distancing himself enough now, and it's going to be a case now where OpTiC Gaming want to run the time down. They've only got to face off against 2 of below zero.
Yeah, of course, those 2 are Reppin and Assault, though. 2 players you wouldn't normally want to mess with, but it is Formal and Crim. They're going to work. Crim picked up 1. There was 1 player left for below zero, but it was cleaned up there. So OpTiC Gaming got to walk away after a very challenging start. 6-3 here in the S&D.
Yep, and that is great. 18 kills, 4 deaths by Formal. I cannot get over that figure that he's just put up here in Search and Destroy. It does end a fairly